going to have to do for now. Okay, where's the level now? Okay. New voice. I just put it in. It is, of course, the Deckard's voice. Ooh, a little crackly there. A little crackly. Nick, what's up? What's happening? Okay, this is a little weird. What are you thinking? Okay, so this is the envelope for the VCA. I think that's the volume. Let's test and see if this actually plays a C. Nope. That's annoying. That is pretty darn not in tune. Yeah, but I'm having a weird, not an issue, it's just that I don't really understand it yet. You know, there's some strange controls on there, and I literally just downloaded the manual. So how do you make the filter, or the envelope, affect the filter more? Because it's like barely doing anything, you know? Initial level. Oh, okay, so this is the initial level. So starting frequency will be lower if it's increased. Oh. That's all the way up. Man, that's not very much. Sine level, and this is like there's a sine, it's independent of everything, it's just extra sine. That's the filter level going into like the mixer, the master out. It's like, man, it's really quiet. I've heard that before. This is all the way up. This is cranked all the way up. delightful little sampler hold action there. Yeah, there are some attenuators on the back. It's funny, they say that there are switches on the back too, and I did not see any switches. So, I'm gonna have to look into that. Because there's some settings for like envelope times and stuff, and I would like them to be as quick as possible. It's still not very loud. Yeah, it does. That is all the way turned up. What about the mix out? Oh, hi! Except there's no filter. Yeah. I wonder if you could do something weird, like this. Sort of a mini Moog style thing. Delicious. Now, is that any louder? No, it's not. It's actually quieter. That's funny. So, that sort of sucks. I wish it was louder, but, you know, we have ways. We have ways of making you louder. Like putting it into the submixer that's right below it. Planned! Yeah, with the plus 6 dB. Not planned. Just kidding. If it was planned, your goddamn cables would be long enough. Wow! Okay. I'm good. I'm fine. There. Thing. Oh, hi! There you go. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's just set this guy up as a lead in our upcoming event here. Yeah, I would say sea legs clocked especially is a little bit hard to control. It's a little strange with like where you put the sliders. I wish there was, I don't know, I guess I wish there was some kind of visual display, but there ain't. Yep. Is there no brilliance CV? Is that it? Is that filter frequency? And I put the dang manual away again. There it is, brilliant CV. BCF cutoff of all filters simultaneously. Okay. Boy, that ain't doing much. Okay, there it goes. Okay. That's a thing. Interesting. Alright, I got a lot of stuff already programmed and done. I actually came here on Monday going, I just can't do it. Too tired. So, like, I started setting things up, and then I gave up. Where we're at today. Shut up. Okay. I gotta finish this. Okay. Yeah, let's do some rampling. It would help if you put these in the right places. Perfect. Oh, that's even better. Oh, God.
ni ma da so ne ta te shi na ke su na shi da ne ma shi te ma te ra ti su mo ma ta ya si ma no wa ye me ra sa su ne ma ya ri me ni so te sa ni ri ne ni ma te su ma me yo wa sa de ya su te.
Kind of what I was looking for. Random cricket. Let's program one in manually. There we go. That's weird. What is this first one anyways? I'd like to find out what all four of them are in the kit. That's weird. That's real weird. Yeah, that's the dumb one. Time my snare too. My delay, sorry. Pretty good, actually. Bro, why are you so quiet? Why is everything so quiet? That's really quiet. Dumb snare. Don't like it. Ooh, kind of like that. Real snappy. Yes. Chip. 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 Some real funky, detuned synth kind of stuff in the R bar right now. Mandatory is getting cables that are long enough. No, the other mandatory is a gate pad. Are you gonna reach? Are you gonna reach? Yeah, you're gonna reach. Hooray! Okay, now I need to do a little bit of programming stuff here for just a quick second. So we're going to make this first one whole note long. Okay, and it's just going to be a C3. That's it. And then what we're going to do is go and copy. We go to A2 here. Might actually be kind of ready to go, to be honest. No, it's not. Boo! Okay, can I do it? Can I copy and, like, kill it? So if I hit clear on A2, and then I go back to A1 and I hit duplicate, it should duplicate it in A2. Yep, whole note, one step. For this one, we're going to make it half notes for 8 steps. So this is going to go all gates on. And it's going to go boom, so like boom, G here, G here, G here, G here, G here, C. So it should, if we put a cable into the thing with the thing. Oh God, there's too many cables. Oh, Jesus Lordy. Okay, let's route you here and be all cool and shit. There we go. See, it's not synchronized. Now, here's the cool thing. I don't think so. Although it was a... Here is the sound that I used on the Hydrosynth. Go ahead, let me unmute it. That would help. But if you listen to it, it like evolves and it gets weird. It starts to get really out of tune and funky. Come on, do it, buddy. There he goes. You can hear it. Going like... And it keeps getting like weirder and weirder. So, yeah. Anyways. Here's the thing. Since we're just using a C and a G and we are only using 2 chords, what I can do is octave. Watch. Now I'm on a second pair of chords. There is a Deckard's voice. You are correct. My one complaint is it is a little bit quiet. So the nice thing is then I can set up a subsequence in this thing to just do octaves. Like, let's make it like four steps. Let's make it 1 step random. Add a quarter note. No, let's do a half note because that's what everything else is doing. We'll do octave and we'll make just one of the, maybe one of them, 2 of them. 2 of them, you might as well just have 2 steps then and 50-50 chance. So... or do we script it? See, now that I can get into. I could get into that shit. So if we make this 2 whole notes long and go, oh, this is subsequencer 2. Mother puss bucket. Yeah, let's make it 2 whole notes long, not random, 8 steps long, octave. Okay, see, because then we can be like, okay, let's just go like 8 measures at a time will be up, and then 8 measures will be down, and it'll just constantly run. Hey, Epic Stardust. Yeah, that guy. Jesus, my cameras look like shit. What is happening? While I was installing things, I may have bonked into something. May have. May have. Listen to this guy. He's not saying he's not a big clumsy doofus. I'm mostly fairly graceful, but every once in a while I get an attack of the move and then break shit because you suck, you know. Check my reverb, yo. Okay, I think we're good. And then when we go back to A1, we should just be back to just the regular 2 layers here. just the single. Yeah. Could almost set up the same exact subsequence on that, too, and just be like, hey, why not? Like, for A1, we'll go twice as fast. So, on, and then this will be like +1, +1, +1, +1. Yeah, why not? Sure, why not? Okay, and then we got to go to scenes and all of that stuff. So A1, A2, A1, A2. All right, now the only difference is in part 1, A2 is going to have the subsequencer on, but this is not set up correctly right now. I need to do that. Half note, transpose on, -5, -5, -5, -5, -5, back to 0. Okay, Dunsville. And then if we go back to A1, we have to make sure that it's off. Okay, cool. Pretty much set to go. All right. As far as scenes and all that jazz goes, let's set up more parts. Mo parts, mo parts, mo parts. Now, there's my favorite sound on the Hydra synth is called Blade Titles. And it's Blade Runner in a box. Here, let me play some for you. Blade Runner in a box. Oh, look, I've got myself a box of Vangelis. Oh. You know, I blame Vangelis for my love of reverb and, like, giant, spacey, floaty textures, because, man, A bum clack? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. You will have to explain. But also, hello. Lay it in, yeah. It's pretty freaking great. I've spent much time just playing it, and yeah, it is a very enjoyable thing. Kick and drum. Oh yeah, dude, it's there. It's there. It's in there. Okay. I don't even have clock running right now. So full percussion. We got kick. We got 4 on the floor kick, basic, and then real crisp snare, which I love. Little hats, little side stick, i.e. rim shot, a couple percussion blips. You know what I kind of also want to do is maybe some gamut repetitor bongos. But then that's like 7 full channels of percussion. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, anywho. New part. Who filter guy? Who do filter guy at this? And actually, let's add a little bit of subwoofer to this boy. Pump Up the Volume is like way faster. If you mean the song and not the movie. I like the movie. The movie was I don't want to say a formative movie from my days, but kinda, yeah. That whole like, fuck the establishment, you know. I'm down with that shit. You down with that shit? We need a ridiculously long cable for that, unfortunately. But that's okay, because then we can just tuck it out of the way. Because sometimes you gotta tuck it back. Thanks. I think we're in tune. Oh, look at that. See? Yeah, the Weston is pretty stable. Which is why I pulled the plume, and the plume was stable too. It just didn't really jive with me. The plume and the VCO from AJH, the mini mod series, I pulled those out, and they happened to be the same space as a Deckard's voice, and so I had to do it. It was Nick, actually. He made me do it. Okay. Let's make a really wide-ranging lead. Let's make it 14 notes long. Sorry, I know this is annoying, but bear with me. It's a little less annoying, probably. We need to patch that envelope, too. We'll get to that in a second. Well, it's patched at least. Let's turn the control down. Chance operations. Step 13, we're going to go up 2. But we're only going to do it on the even numbers. My percussion and drums are all done. They're set. So the point is patching, constructing sounds, and then performance at the end. It's my jive. So patience, please. All right, now we've got chance operation number 2, and we can also do another transposition. Should be a 4-part phrase. And then if we transpose it down a 5th or a 4th, hi Jason. perfectly. And then we need to modulate that filter some more. The grid. Hey man, that rug really tied the room together. Lest you forget, it did. Need to be a little bit more calm, to be honest, like that. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna mute you, and then we're gonna go on to another part. Also, let's make a noise sweep. Because, I mean, come on. Everybody loves a noise sweep. Is this set? Yeah, it actually is. We can do this, though, and go doink, doink, doink. There's a tiny little white cable. There's a tiny little white cable. There we go. Doink. White noise. In. See, this actually adds an extra noise source too, which is sort of cool. Like, it is a full. It's like an IntelliGel Atlantis. Like, it's a single oscillator, you know, semi-modular voice. So, you know, okay, let's see how this sounds. Pretty good. Let's flex that envelope just a hair and crank up the reverb and the delay, because obvious. A little higher, I think. And a little less. There's an art to the perfect noise sweep, depending on your... That'll work. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a noise sweep. Nifty. So all that is the vector is my sequencer down here. And this is the expander for it. And you have 8 trigger outs that you can assign a value to. All right. So like my 8 and 7 here are every 8 measures. It sends out a trigger. Okay. So that's triggering an envelope, going through the Duel Dagger by Checkmate. I'm Francois from Checkmate, even though I'm not. Or you could have the voice of Omri Cohen, who is, I believe, Dutch. More voices, more voices, more voices, more voices. It's time for more voices. Let's see. How about maybe like an FM thing? Let's see here. We don't need cables this long. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Give me cables. Give me short cables. We'll go part 5, actually. Traditionally, I do both. This is my niche. I'm like 40% educational and yeah, the rest of it is patching and performing. Who want filter? filter? Someone filter guy? What do we want to do? That's the question. Okay, we could be like, oh, let's use the 100 grit and make it all distorted and funky. Ooh. That actually might be kind of cool. Let's give it a shot. I have a few. Usually when I use the 100 grit, it's like, oh god, this is the worst thing ever. So we'll go the actual distorted output. We're going hardcore here. It might just be distasteful and horrible, as seems to happen a bit with the 100 grit. Now we just need a part. Okay. Maybe make this one either a short. Yeah, the 100 grit is a low pass filter, but it's also like an extra, I don't know how many decibels of gain and ridiculous distortion and feedback circuits. It's, yeah. This guy we could make just like 7. Gate pattern. So, boom, 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 boom. Are you on? Yeah, you're on. Oh, I have no gain or anything. Input 1, all the way up. And gain needs to be up just a bit. There we go. You can already start to hear clipping. Nice to have an envelope for the filter. Or, better yet, some metrical modulation, some time modulation. What kind of clock we got going here? 8th note clock? That might be okay. Probability of 100%. We're going to go up 4 half steps on the odd bars. This has a double feature on it. Or what we can do is turn it into an alternate motion back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps. See, what it sounds to me is that this like metrical modulation, which is coming from this module water, is like, I don't know. It's kind of not awesome. Yeah, much more polyrhythmic, but what's weird is that the steps here are like not they're not actually working. Like, I'm not hearing it change. It should be changing, you know? Do I have to do like a reset? Try like an 8-beat reset, and let's like reset it, like restart it. See, I don't hear it changing now. That's really weird. What's going on? Is it the fact that the pattern is shorter than the bar, so it's switching internally like faster? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what if we slow it down? Yeah, it's not, dude, it's really weird. I don't understand. There we go. We'll just put it on a straight 50-50 probability, so it always changes. And we'll do the same thing with this step, but instead we'll go down to an A flat. Yeah. So there's a lot of variety in that, which is pretty neat. Okay, let's do a really simple pattern then. Actually, no, I can just duplicate the gate right here. Duplicate the gate, throw it into an envelope, and we'll give it a little bit of filter modulation as well. Just a little bit. FM2. Maybe not that much A, because that's kind of nuts. course, we have this weirdo. Okay, new part. New part, new part, new part, new part. We're going quick. We gotta go quick. We gotta go quick. I have the Demon Core and the Z-Call Dimension, like, ready to go, and all we need to do is hook them to filters and things like that. And do lovely things. Let's do that Demon Core thing. Oh, you know what, though? Yeah. We'll do this. We'll go filter into MFX. You son of a bitch, you don't reach. Just barely out of reach. And then put this on like the, I think it's already on it, the Juno. Yeah, preset. Wait, this is not... What? Dude, what is happening? Ensembles? I had this on a chorus, and now I don't see... Bruh. What? Dude, I don't understand. Oh, it's actually in a mode. Okay, so that makes sense. Alright, now we just need some parts. I'm thinking more, kind of stabby. Maybe like just like a fifths sort of thing. Like a rhythm part, you know. Okay. This should be up. That should be good. We just need to program some notes. Gate first. Rhythms. Did it. Do we make it 16 long? Let's make it 16 long. Did it. Like that. Okay. And then we go... Let's put them all on a fifth for now. We'll use that as our baseline kind of place. Ba-dum. Ba-dum-bum. Octaves. Da-da. Octave, maybe? Well, let's see what it sounds like. Oh, why so much reverb? Just a little bit of chorus. There we go. But that's really quiet. to ladder filter land. Now we could play with gate patterns a little bit too. Like that. Did it? Yep. Okay. You lose, filter. Sorry, buddy. You just don't have quite enough input gain for my taste right now. And it really doesn't. There. Yes! There we go! Hey, Django. And Jake, what's going on? Okay, now, obviously we need to modulate that filter because anything that just stays the way it is how you say in English, boring? Yes, boring. I said it. Yeah, we had to go that, like this, and we're going to put this on that. Now, I want to hear what this sounds like when it's transposing also. So let's, like, change scenes. Should have done it. Nope. There we go. Now G. Hey! 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 What's happening? Should be going down. So this is part 8, and we go pitch 2. Oh, sub 2. I missed it. There we go. Doofus. That is me. Yeah, it's the Deckard's voice. This big honker. That's a big honker. It's 32 HP. Yeah. So I ditched a couple of oscillators, and I'm going to sell them. All right. Z-Cal Dimension. I want to kind of imitate. I'm going to try to imitate like a string instrument with the Dimension. I think I can do it. I've done it on accident before, so it should be logical then that I could do it on purpose. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I've been building this for well, I don't know, 5-6 years now. So I don't know anybody who's like, I'm just going to go out and buy myself a whole bunch of modules. Occasionally I see stuff like that online. I think it's usually bullshit, but still, just imagine unless you're like into that kind of thing, imagine the learning curve of having like 20 modules new. It would be insanity. Literal insanity. You would go insane. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. this guy here and here. And we'll throw him through the seal eggs. What's my input gain? Is that plus 10? And let's bump that up a little notch. It always needs an extra few dB, but it's probably okay-ish. I don't know what kind of a part I want to do here. Let's do 16. But I wanna make this. Well, we can actually make it 32, and that would be sort of interesting. I mean, let's face it. If you had, $40,000, you could go out and do it in a day. If you could find someplace to ship that fast. But if you have that kind of money, I suppose you can throw money at the problem. But again, is it a lot of money if it's spread out over, like in my case, like 6 years? Noise layer. Then you must have the brain set. And I'm jealous. So, okay, so when did you do it and how is it going? Yeah, for me, it's been a consistent upgrade path. Like, I'm always like, oh, shit. Like, at multiple points, I've been like, shit, I need a new case. And, yeah, so my next step after this is to take my 120 by 5 case and put it right over here, right here, next to it. And fly the monitor on the table with an arm. And, yeah, have just the giant bank of modular. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's some shit that I've had, for like a couple of years, and I'm still discovering things about. And it's like, it's a really steep learning curve for some stuff, depending, especially like your sequencer or like your deep, like the R bar, the deep effects module. Sean, yeah, okay, I got to get onto this part here. You know what I want to do though is put this guy in monophonic mode because it always sounds better in monophonic mode. Voices. It's in poly mode right now, so we'll put it in mono. And then maybe what I want to do is patch an envelope. Oh shit, I can't because the envelope is all internal. We can simulate it. Okay, so the VCA is internal in this module. This is the Z-Cal dimension. This is a wavetable oscillator, and it's a voice. It's an all-in-one voice also. It's a little smaller than that guy, but different beast entirely. But let's say you have your envelope being generated internally. How do you then send that envelope into like the wavetable cycle or the warp function to give it that that kind of thing, right? Well, if you just send it a steady 16th note, just ding 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 ding, you're basically going to simulate that anyways, because there are times where the VCA is going to cut off and override whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean, but you should try. So we're going to put sustain down to 0, but we're going to crank up the release time a little bit. And I'm going to have to come back to that at some point. So let's program some notes. No, we want basic notes here. Shit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to format this part. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's put it on a regular mono part. Shift clear to execute. Boom. Yes. Go. Do it. There we go. Gate pattern. Beam, 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 beam. Just that. Just. But we'll do some variations in that. So D, E flat, C, G, C, C. Can we have a Rhodes moment? Hot on the gain there, buddy. A little bit hot on the gain. And a little bit high on the delay still. Do you know that song? Does anybody know that song? Okay. I know my notes, yeah. It's such a corny term, but yeah, I am a classically trained pianist. At one point, I was going to go concert pianist route, right? And after a bit of soul searching, I realized that's definitely not what I want to do with my life. Okay. We need a Rhodes moment every once in a while because I have a Rhodes. It's right behind me. See? Ah, hello. Hi, Mr. Rhodes. Anyways. Yeah, anyway, so that song, by the way, I have no idea where I heard it. It must have been a random radio bit. But it was like, it triggered something, and I looked it up, and it came out in 1981 from the Climax Blues Band. They had a couple of hits, especially in the late 70s, I think. But at some point, they turned into, like, more love ballads and stuff, which is, whatever. Like, I remember hearing that song. And it somehow stuck in my head. But my head was missing the chords. It was mixing them up. And so today, finally, I sat down and listened to it and learned it. And it's very clever. It's a really well-written song. And I'm hoping it goes away. Like, seriously, I wasn't sleeping last night because I had this song stuck in my head. 3, 4, 2. Okay, we need to resync it because I turned up times and levels and things. And let's go up an octave. Yeah. Okay. Square wave bass? No, man. No. I do have a little square wave in the bass. There's a little square wave sub. Oh, actually, we could. That's a square wave. Chainsaw. Okay, where are we here? Now we can do this one. Let's do 100% of the time on. Let's go up to just in case. Yeah. And we'll do that every 2, 3, 4. See, it's not going to work, unfortunately. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a 2-measure pattern. So the vector looks at you and says, hey, you wanted every other measure? I'm going to transpose here and not here. Well, that's all the same pattern. So you're going to hit the same thing every single time, no matter what. So the trick is to put it on, like, I don't know what. If I put it on 3 and then I give it a manual reset every 16 beats, let's test it. 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. It's not doing it. 3. Boo. Let's try it on 4. You're still not doing it. You suck. Because this is measure 4. There. There's nothing playing. See? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. See, it's just not working. Now it's working. Dude, why is it just suddenly working now? Vector, why are you crazy? Why are you driving me crazy today? Yeah, and square waves are used in like so many like daily things too, just like random daily objects and stuff. Okay, we're gonna need some TB303 style thing going down here, so I'm gonna rig that up real quick. Like, seems like we have a dearth of. Jesus, get it in the hole, buddy. That's what she said. Had to be done. I don't make the rules. I follow them, though. Bro. That. Low pass. We'll put you in here. Or should we give you a delay cloud? No, I don't think so. I think we're just going to go do the thing here. In fact, we should hear a thing at some point, right? That is the volt per octave. That is the input. Silly. Hi! Lichtenberg, what's going on? We need an envelope. I mean an envelope. I mean a gate. I mean a gate. I mean a gato. I mean a cat. I mean... We need some Lorenzo tractors in this joint. There we go. Hi. With the B in there. Okay. A little bit longer on the envelope. resonance. Delightful. We delay. And we, of course, need a little bit of rhythmic modulation in that. Just a little. Okay, starting clock. Buddy. Okay, cool dude, cool bro, cool bro. Are we jam ready? I still have an open mixer channel. And an open sequencer channel. 2 of them, actually. What am I doing? Yeah, we definitely need another voice here. Part 4. Good old analog arpeggio. That sounds delicious. Thank you. But let's do it in like octaves, like big chonky beast. You should have get it for the Senate. Ressa wrecker. Yeah, we're gonna have another neon green voice because I've got like 3 of them already. 2. This will make 3. That's not confusing at all. So this oscillator has 3 modes, and it's basically like a really, really delightfully full, like super saw square triangle. It's the Oscar Tria, and it's beautiful. Really, it really is. A super nice oscillator. It does chords. Okay, what are we going to do with this? How about a short one? Like 6? What we could do is do a really cool... Okay. Let's make this probability... Let's make it, first of all, 7 steps long. Okay. But on step 6, we're going to go 100% probability that... I think there's a thing to make it go back to the beginning. Is that a thing? Or is it to the end? Let's find out. It's very quiet. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's weird. Okay, that's what I can do. Okay, sorry, never mind. I'm going to put it on this one. And that was this. So that it skips that last step, like a lot. And then every once in a while, we're just going to put a little bit of probability that it hits 7. Hits step 7. Trip tilt. That's not necessary. That's just plain silly. So if you listen to it, it will clip and turn into a square wave if you crank up the gain on this that much. Square wave. Boom! Yeah, this is a happy weekend, alright. There we go. Why is that sub so low? After this voice, we're jam ready, so, and we'll start the, in fact, I'm going to start the video thing right now, because it takes a while to boot up. Okay, we do need some rhythmic filter modulation also, though. It's pretty much a mandatory on every voice. Yes, I hear it. Let's octave this too. We're gonna give it a short. Let's give it a short subsequence. On eighth notes, and then we'll make it octaves. And I'm gonna put one step up an octave. Yeah, I know my cam dropped out because I started up my video synth and it makes my. I have an HDMI mixer. Little hardware video mixer here, and it makes it reset because it sends it some goofball command over HDMI, which is super dumb, and then everything just goes bah! And it resets. It's like, what? HDMI, you so crazy. Okay, let me hear this again. It's not really rooted in C enough. Let's make that momentary. 50% probable that it goes down 2 half steps. Yeah. God, that sounds good. Naughty. Absolutely naughty. Well, we're going to go like this. Hi. And we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. And we're going to process the synth through another camera. And I'm going to mute my microphone. And We are off. I can leave a little bit up here if you want. The regular camera view. They're not quite perfectly laid over each other, but they're pretty fucking close. You gotta have the mood lighting, man. You gotta. Fix it, it's going to drive me crazy. So I apologize. I hate interrupting. But it's early enough, I gotta do it, okay? Something in my bass is like fucked up at the sequencer level, and it's really annoying. Yeah. This is goofy. Okay, what I want to do is clear preset A2. We're going to go back to A1. There we go. Duplicate it into A2. And the only difference is going to be the subsequencer is on. There. I thought I did that before, man! We're back. Well, I appreciate y'all coming by. Yeah, this has been my first week back of school, but not yet. I'm a school teacher by trade. Music, of course. So I had a whole week of meetings. And going from summer to that has been just exhausting. It's not good. So yeah, it's good to kind of unwind. I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been looking forward to the Deckard's voice all day too. It's too bad it's so goddamn quiet, you know? In there, that's actually really, really nice. Here is my question though. If we just plug this guy into the mixer, my regular mixer, so the C legs is everything going into this little sub mixer right here is going into the C legs, and the C legs has a really bad habit of clipping at the input when I drive it with like a lot of stuff. But then if you don't, everything is quiet. It's like, God damn it. This is the envelope attack. Here it's a little bit low. It's a little bit on the long side. That's the shortest attack you can get. They're a little bit hard to get used to, but I think it'll take some time, and it shouldn't be a huge deal. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun toy. It's a nice thing. I'm glad I got it used, because I did save like $200, which was nice. So, anyways, good night. Sunday night ambient, and we're gonna have to feature the Deckard's voice and do some Blade Runner style leads. I mean, come on, you gotta. You gotta. It's a federal law. Yeah. Anyways, so that'll be a thing. If you go into my title description, there are links to my modular grid pages for both of these cases, because there is another case down here that you can't really see very easily. It's like my control skiff, right? So that's another chunk down yonder. There's my little HDMI mixer and stuff. So, and at the bottom of those pages will be an approximate MSRP. Oh, come on, you bastard. There you go. Jesus. So many knobs on the damn tripod.